Who's afraid of a few creepy, crawly critters? It's that time once again for the annual Insect Fear Film Festival at the University of Illinois. And here with what you need to know is Joe Spina with the Department of Entomology. Joe, welcome to the program.
Yep, thanks for having me on.
We're happy to have you. We're talking bugs today, and we're talking film festival, Fear Film Festival. What is this all about?
Right, so yeah, basically once a year in the spring semester, we decide to have a little bit of a film festival, kind of invite people in to watch some fun movies about bugs, sometimes horror themes, sometimes not. And then along the way, they get to learn a little bit about bugs.
About entomology. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, you are.
That's awesome. And entomology is the study of insects?
Yes, exactly.
And you guys are using film and popular culture to try and introduce people to this. And I think it's fun because I like the kind of the horror-esque focus, because there's such a natural connection with our emotions and bugs. And, you know, personal story, I used to live in Hawaii, and a centipede, literally this big, climbed across my wife's foot while we were sitting in our house, straight out of a horror film. So I'm sure you guys have stuff like that, but you also have family-friendly films as well.
That we do. This year we're going to be showing The Ant Bully, which is generally a family-friendly film, and then Marvel's Ant-Man as well. So yeah, it's just going to be fun for the whole family.
Now I'm sensing an ant theme. Is that what you guys are going for this year?
That's right. Every year we have a theme. This year is Ant-Men. So yeah.
Ant-Men, I like that. It kind of reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
You know the scene where they ride the ant in that movie? That always fascinated me as a kid.
Absolutely. That movie scarred me a little bit as a kid, but it's, yeah, good movie, good movie. I think we did show it one year.
That's awesome. So what's going on at the event besides movies? You guys have different things, different events and things kids can participate, or people can participate in?
Yeah, certainly. In addition to the films, we're going to be having some family-friendly activities. We're going to have an insect petting zoo. We're going to have a scanning electron microscope so you can get as close as humanly possible to the bugs.
Let's go back to the insect petting zoo. What is that? What kind of bugs do we get to pet?
I don't actually know what the full lineup is going to be. I know for a fact we're going to have Madagascan hissing cockroaches, which are very popular. They're very friendly.
The Madagascar hissing cockroaches are friendly.
They're extremely friendly.
They make good pets?
Yeah, people have them as pets all the time. They're very sweet. They just kind of like to nuzzle into your hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Not what I would have expected.
Me neither.
You guys gonna have tarantulas, or?
We are, actually.
Really?
At least one Chilean rosehair that I know of, also extremely friendly. Same deal. They just kind of chill out in your hand and just kind of nestle in.
So the fear side of this is maybe overhyped. Like, these insects are actually more friendly than you might suspect.
Exactly. What I was told is that you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So the idea is that we draw them in with kind of what you expect about bugs, but then hopefully by the end you realize that they're kind of misunderstood. They're just part of our natural world.
Well, that actually sounds like a whole lot of fun. And you guys are also doing some arts and crafts, is that right?
That is right. That is right. We're going to have an arts and crafts booth that people can come in, and we're going to have people working it. A couple of grad students are going to be running it.
And then there's some insect-themed artwork that you guys are going to have presented?
That's right. We're going to have a K-12 art competition, which we're currently receiving submissions as we speak. So anybody who wants to submit, by all means.
Awesome. And that's K-12, so it's for the kids.
Exactly.
What is the cost of the event?
It is completely free.
Really? It's
yes.
free. That's awesome. And where is it going to be?
Follinger Auditorium.
And remind us of the dates.
Saturday, February 24th. Oh, doors open at 5:30.
Awesome. Well, this sounds like a spectacular event, and a lot of fun with the movies, and then even more fun getting up close and personal with the bugs. So if you want to find out more about the upcoming 41st Annual Insect Fear Film Festival, we're going to connect you on our website at ciLiving.tv.